Hello and welcome back. Starting day 3 here, getting going a little bit a little late this morning. But before I continue out at the end of the road, this area here, as you can see, kind of need to deal with just driving back and forth through it, not even that many times, because this water is kind of sitting there. It just makes it worse and worse as the tractor runs over it. So I'm going to bring the tractor up, and I'll create a little bit of a ditch line here, and then maybe I'll grab some aggregate or other rocks and fill that in a bit more. That's not actually the worst area though. I brought some rocks up with me on the side-by-side here. Over here, same kind of thing. This water's kind of stagnant, but it has nowhere really to go, can't really flow out, so I think I'm going to create a little bit of a trench kind of down in that way, and I need to add probably more big rocks to this area, and then maybe bring some more aggregate up here as well, dump it on there. Back over here, this spot's not good, but it's dry, so I'm not worried about it. I can get over it just by going slow. But this is the spot here where I was struggling with quite a bit yesterday coming through. It's I should have probably stopped once it started showing signs of problems, but I just kind of kept going. So I did at one point yesterday dig out a little bit of a trail to get the water to kind of seep away. And it is flowing through there a little bit, but it's not really leaving the area very well. And it's very mucky, so I'm gonna grab rocks, the ones that I have in the side-by-side there. I might use them here, and I'm gonna just go up and kind of scavenge the forest area there to see if I can find rocks that are big enough to put in the hole, but not too big that I can't manage. And I'll just start filling in this area here with bigger rocks so the water can flow through. And then maybe I'll come back with the tractor too and add a couple of bigger rocks on top as well. And hopefully, yeah, if I can get this area up a little higher and drier, I might need to bring up some aggregate as well for this area, but it does take time running back and forth. I can only do the little side-by-side right now for loads. I can't get my dump truck up this far yet. It's just not really ready for it, so I'll just have to run the side-by-side to patch up these few little spots here, and then I can continue down the road. But I made really good progress yesterday. Didn't really run into any major issues that I was kind of worried about, so I'm at a point now where the end is kind of near. I can see myself getting to the build site within the next few days here, so not in a huge rush to do that, although I do want to get there. But it'll make my running back and forth a lot easier if I can get through some of these mucky spots without making them worse and worse or getting stuck or something. So anyway, so that's the plan. I'm going to maybe just go forage the forest here first, since I'm over here, and see what I can find, and then I'll go from there. So stay tuned. Alright, I'm gonna go back and grab some aggregate now. I'll start with this little spot here, adding a couple of loads in there. Hopefully that'll help level that out. And then when I get back up with the tractor, I'll dig the trench. But right now I'm just gonna run a few loads to that spot first, and then I'll run a few more up here as well. And then probably at the back side there too, run a few there. So it's a day of running aggregate, I guess. Let's give it a go. Alright, so this water that sort of collects in this area, mud, is kind of blocked by this big rock here. I think you can't quite see underneath the dirt there, but there's a pretty big rock here that's sort of blocking the water. So the best I can really do is just put a lot of big stones down on this side so the water can kind of flow freely, and then I'll top it with the aggregate, and then I'll do the same here. Just put mostly bigger rocks down first, just get a bit of a pathway. I think they call that a French drain, if I'm not mistaken, but I'll just get that done on here, and then hopefully the water will find its way kind of out the rest. So there'll be a little stagnant water kind of underneath the surface, but as long as nothing's sinking in, it should be okay. And then over here, I just did a little bit of cleaning up, straightening up. I've created basically a similar kind of concept here. I'm going to add more bigger stones to this before I put aggregate on top, and I've kind of connected that pool over there into my my spot here too. So I'll add more rocks into this area, but as you can see, it's kind of, you know, draining off into here, and then hopefully that'll just seep into the ground and make its way into the forest. So yeah, and then I've also kind of widened this spot a bit too over here. I just kind of pushed my stuff out of the way, so I'll add some aggregate down in this area as well, just to make it flow a little better as I let this kind of drain out, and then look for bigger rocks. Yeah, and then I'll deal with the spot down there. So it feels like I don't know, like 2 steps forward, 3 steps back. Is that how it goes? Anyway, I did also add a couple of shots of aggregate up in a few other spots that were low and muddy. As I was kind of driving through them, they were getting worse, so I just kind of stopped. I dumped, I think, probably 4 loads on this side of the creek, just kind of 2 on the hill, and then 2 at the base where the clearing there starts to turn into mud road. It was getting pretty sloppy in that spot. So anyway, I think that's the plan. So I'll just start bringing some loads up with the side-by-side again, and get myself get this area fixed up a little better, and then I should be able to get easy run back to the end of the road and continue that later on. So I may stop for a coffee here too, but we'll see how I feel. I'll get a couple loads done first and then decide. But anyway, stay tuned. progress, I guess. Got another couple loads dumped there. But I think maybe I'll take you along for a ride, show you what I'm basically having to do each one of these runs. Just got to unload this one here first. Set it down here, and then I got to lift manual. Put out. Ideally, I'd have the tractor here where I can kind of spread this around more easily, but I've just been kind of spreading it by hand right now. Slowly draining. I think what I'm going to do though is I'll do another couple loads here on this edge and look for rocks that I can kind of throw down on there, and then I'll maybe not do too much covering of it yet, so I can let it kind of drain out slowly, and I'll see if as long as I can pass by, then I can bring a couple loads down to the other spot too. But anyway, let's go for a ride. Alright, now I gotta load the next load in, so I'll just set you up over here. Alright, I'll load it up. Let's run it back up now. I do have to go quite a bit slower on the way back. I definitely hit some bumps on the way, bottom out a little bit here and there, so it's a pretty heavy load back there. Here we go. Alright, and that's pretty much it. That's what I got to do each of these runs. So pretty boring stuff, but ride back can be pretty fun. So anyway, I'm just gonna unload this and bring a couple more loads, and then I'll give you an update maybe in a little bit. See that? right, I think that's going to be it for today. It's not perfect, but I should be able to get back and forth through here with the tractor and the side-by-side now without sinking in too much. I'll have to bring more aggregate up, but it's not too bad. So I think I'm going to call that done. I also added a couple of loads into here just to help level this off a bit, since it was a bit of a tight, bumpy spot. And here, of course, again, I could probably use another couple loads just to sort of level it off, add more to this. Could add another load or two kind of in here, and same with this area too. This could use some more, but I think as long as I stay to the right, I won't sink down in the mud pit until that dries out better. So I think that's it. It's kind of well past dinner time now, but I've been eating kind of late anyway. It's probably, I think it's like 7 o'clock or something, 6:30. So I'm gonna go back. Maybe I'll have a coffee or something because I'm feeling pretty drained. And then if I'm up for it, I might run a couple more loads to side by side just to get a bit more up here. But I think anyway, tomorrow I'm gonna head back to the end of the road there and continue the path. So that'll be it for day 3. So thanks for watching, and come again. Bye for now.